Get to those outages that are happening all over West Michigan this morning. We've got Roger Morgenstern from Consumers Energy join us on the phone right now this morning. Roger, thank you. I know this is a busy time for your crews out there. 235 active outages and still over 17,000 people without power. What is the latest here on the restoration efforts with Consumers Energy?
Yeah, good morning, Casey. Good to be with you. Right now, we expect to have the majority of customers that were affected by last night's storm restored by 12 midnight tonight. But there are going to be portions of western and northern Kent County where there will be some isolated areas with customers that will be without power until 8 a.m. on Tuesday. As you can see on the outage map, there are more outages really in the northern Kent County area. As you've reported, we've had winds over 50 miles an hour, a lot of down trees, down wires. We remind your viewers to stay at least 25 feet away from down wires and anything that it is touching, and to call 911 and Consumers Energy at 800-477-5050.
And Roger, I know 235 outages across the area. That's pretty scattered, making it tough for crews to get from each. We see on this map pockets of small little outages. Working into that, the heat as well. How difficult of a job is this with such a strong storm that we saw last night?
Yeah, it is a challenge when you have all these smaller outages. Our priority is to get the larger ones, the ones that we can get on more quickly and get more customers back on. We will do those first, and then we're going to have to get to the more isolated ones. And our crews have been working around the clock, as you were reporting earlier, and they will be working up to 16-hour shifts, and then they get a mandatory 8 hours off. As you can imagine, even with the lessening humidities, it's still pretty humid out there. It's going to be warm again today. The safety of our employees and the public is our utmost concern. We know it's difficult not to have power, but we're doing what as much as we can, as quickly and safely as we can to get the power back and restored.
Well, I know you certainly have your hands full this morning. Again, Roger Morgenstern with Consumers Energy saying that he hopes to have power. They hope to have power restored to everyone by midnight tonight. There will be some smaller pockets that will linger into Tuesday morning. But again, work safely, and thank you for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
The storms, the heat, they left marks in other ways other than the downed power. We want to show you some of the images that that the storms left near Division and Burton and Grand Rapids. We'll get to those here in just a bit. But we do have our Catherine Ducharme, who is out and about following those crews with consumers who have been trying to restore power this morning. She's joining us live this morning. Catherine, what have you been able to see?
Hey, Casey, good morning. And we lost those crews just before we're doing this shot. But I do want to show you, we have a power outage here, a stoplight that is at a traffic light on Jostyn and Godfrey here this morning in Grand Rapids. But this is just showing you, I mean, Kent County really is still in the darkened area. It's about 11,000 people that are without power. This is the #1 county in West Michigan that is dealing with power outages this morning. And the biggest thing here, like you mentioned, I know we just had Roger on that was talking to us about, I mean, when this power will be restored, but I was talking with consumers just before that said a vast majority of these people should be restored by midnight, and those could really spill over into the morning until about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for people in the west and northern Kent County area. But like I said, we've been driving around here in Grand Rapids this morning. We have seen crews out. They've been working on restoring power. We saw a crew on Burton and Cleveland earlier this morning who said they are fixing the power in that area for about a mile radius of people who are living there. Back to you.
All right, Catherine, here are those images that we were talking about just moments ago. This is the scene near Division and Burton in Grand Rapids, similar to the area where Catherine just was. You can see here that the storms toppling trees, those trees falling on cars in the area, cracking the branches and trunks in half. And here's the scene along northbound US 31 in Fruitport Township. That heat caused the pavement to buckle. Look at that. It's left the left lane closed this morning. It's expected to cause problems as it did yesterday for commuters today. So make sure that you can plan around that. Tom Hillen We'll give you the very latest on how you can get around, and be sure to stick with Wood TV 8 for the latest on those outages and the closures throughout the area. We'll be updating them on air and online and in the palm of your hand in our mobile app.